Robbie held a secret that went far beyond anything I could have imagined. His shady character was just the tip of the iceberg, and the favor he had asked of me was only the beginning of a downward spiral into darkness. Days turned into weeks, and I couldn't shake off the feeling of unease that consumed me. Every step I took, every decision I made seemed to lead me deeper into the unknown. It was as if I had unknowingly entered a twisted game, with Robbie as the puppet master pulling the strings. One night as I lay in bed, haunted by the memories of the in-between, a series of strange events unfolded. The room grew colder, the air thick with an unnatural presence. Shadows danced along the walls, whispering secrets I couldn't decipher. Then a voice pierced through the silence, chilling me to the bone. "You thought you could escape, didn't you?" It was Robbie's voice, distorted and dripping with malevolence. He had found me, trapped me in this nightmare. I stumbled out of bed, my heart pounding as if I'd been running from terrifying creatures for hours, and made my way to the living room. The darkness seemed to follow me, clinging to every corner, suffocating the room with its presence. Suddenly, the TV turned on, flickering with static. Robbie's face appeared on the screen, his eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. "You can't run from your past," he said, his voice echoing through the empty room. "You made a deal, and now it's time to pay." Fear gripped me, but I knew I had to face the demons that haunted me. I had to confront Robbie and the darkness that had led me down this path. With trembling hands, I reached for my phone and dialed his number, knowing that I was stepping into the lion's den. Robbie's voice answered, devoid of any emotion. "I've been waiting for you," he said, his tone chilling to the bone. "Come to the abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. Bring your courage, for you will need it." I swallowed hard, my mind filled with doubts and hesitations. But something inside me pushed me forward, urging me to uncover the truth and put an end to this nightmare once and for all. As I approached the warehouse, an eerie silence enveloped the area. The moon cast an ethereal glow, illuminating the broken windows and decaying walls. The door creaked open, inviting me into the darkness within. I stepped inside, my every instinct screaming at me to turn back. But I couldn't escape the feeling that this was my only chance to break free from the clutches of the in-between. The air grew thick with tension as I navigated the labyrinth-like corridors, my heart pounding loudly in my ears. Shadows danced along the walls, whispering secrets that sent shivers down my spine. Finally, I reached the heart of the warehouse. Robbie stood there, his eyes gleaming with a sinister light. "You've come," he said, a twisted smile playing on his lips. "You're just in time." As he spoke, the ground beneath me began to shake. The walls cracked, revealing a swirling vortex of darkness. The in-between had followed me here, merging with the physical world. Robbie's true form emerged, grotesque and monstrous. He was no longer the man I had known, but a creature born from nightmares and darkness. "You thought you could escape," he growled, his voice echoing through the chamber. "But you're mine now, you meddling bastard, forever trapped in this realm of nightmares." What can I do now? I was thinking to myself. I was scared beyond all belief. As fear coursed through my veins, I fought to gather my wits and find a way out of this nightmarish situation. The realization that Robbie was more than just a puppet master, but a being connected to the very fabric of this twisted realm, sent chills down my spine. I glanced around, searching for anything that could aid me in my desperate escape. My eyes landed on a flickering light bulb hanging from the ceiling, swinging back and forth in an eerie rhythm. An idea sparked in my mind, a glimmer of hope amidst the darkness. Summoning every ounce of courage within me, I lunged towards the swinging light bulb, gripping it tightly. With a swift and determined motion, I yanked it from its socket, plunging the room into darkness. The only source of light now was the faint glow emanating from Robbie's monstrous form. Taking advantage of the confusion, I darted towards the nearest exit, guided solely by instinct and the adrenaline pumping through my veins. The labyrinth-like corridors seemed to shift and contort, as if mocking my attempts to escape. Shadows leaped and twisted, reaching out for me with clawed hands, but I pushed forward, refusing to succumb to the terror that threatened to consume me. Finally, I burst through the warehouse doors, gasping for breath as the cool night air washed over me. But the nightmare was far from over. The in-between had seeped into the world, distorting reality and blurring the lines between dream and waking life. As I stumbled through the desolate streets, I could feel the presence of the nightmare realm closing in on me. Every shadow seemed to hold a lurking horror. Every sound whispered malevolent secrets. I knew I had to find a way to sever the connection, to banish the darkness that had ensnared me. Driven by a desperate determination, I sought out the help of those who had delved into the occult and the arcane. Together, we embarked on a perilous journey to uncover the secrets of the nightmare world and find a way to break free from its clutches. Our quest led us to ancient texts and forbidden rituals, each step bringing us closer to the heart of darkness. Along the way, we encountered strange and enigmatic beings, both allies and adversaries, who held the key to unlocking the truth. As the boundaries between reality and nightmare blurred, I discovered hidden depths within myself, unlocking powers I never knew existed. With newfound strength, I confronted Robbie once more, this time armed with the knowledge and understanding of his true nature. In a climactic battle, we clashed with all the strength and fury we possessed. The nightmare realm trembled, its very foundations threatened by our struggle. And in the end, it was not brute force that determined the outcome, but the power of will and the strength of the human spirit. With a final surge of energy, I shattered the connection between the nightmare world and our reality, sealing Robbie's fate within the depths of his own creation. The darkness receded, leaving behind only remnants of the nightmare that had plagued us. But as I stood there, victorious yet weary, I couldn't shake off the unsettling feeling that something lingered, a faint whisper in the wind, promising that the nightmare world would not fade into oblivion so easily. It left room for continuation, for the possibility of a new chapter in this dark and twisted tale. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay tuned as we continue to try and add 4 or more videos each week. See you soon.